All right, all right. Thanks for joining us. And I am here today with a new colleague of mine, Gustavo Perez, and he is here from the United Way. Please say hello, Gustavo.
Hello, Dallas.
All
Thanks for
right.
having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And I'm just excited. I'm not even going to talk much today. I was telling Gustavo earlier that um, we do these videos periodically trying to share some helpful information for our participants and our audience to help them to reach their financial goals. So sometimes we talk about um, our Money Talk workshop or our Credit Building 101, or we'll talk about some advocacy initiatives that we have going. We'll share some financial tips, but we also share some resources that people can access um, that aren't directly tied to Project Green, but still it helps them to reach their goals. And today, I'm really excited to just talk with Gustavo about this emergency rental assistance that is available here for residents of Kent County. So let me, before I have Gustavo to share, if you would, if you're watching this live, please share this video so that others can watch it as well. And then even after it has broadcast, you can send people here to watch it so that they can hear directly for themselves about this great resource. So, Gustavo, if you would introduce yourself and tell us your role at United Way, and then we'll talk about this resource.
Absolutely. Thank you again. My name is Gustavo Perez. I'm here at the United Way. I've been here since or early on this year here in 2021. I was brought on to help with the COVID emergency rental assistance that's available here in Kent County. And we've been trying to put this project together since January of 2021. I came on in March, and here in May we started being able to assist people with rent, utilities, also internet assistance. That's a new one for a lot of people that is available. We were awarded here in Kent County just under $38 million, and that's to go to the families and households, individuals that need the assistance that have been struggling during this pandemic. We are able to assist with up to 12 months of rental arrears, and with 3 months of future rent. We're able to pay up to $2,500 of utility assistance, and the internet assistance is up to $300, which is actually something that we can pay directly to the tenants that need it. And you don't have to have a current internet. Some people had to; those were one of the things they had to give up. Right, was internet, because they couldn't afford a lot of things. So, if you're able to provide a utility bill that you had sometime after March of 2020, we're able to take that. There is some income requirements. There is some COVID hardship requirements, but it is very flexible on how we can determine the requirements, income requirements. And so this is a program that's accessible. We have a portal you can apply online. We have a place that you can call. You can walk in. It's available in multiple languages, and so we're trying to make sure that people understand that this is a real program that's really accessible, and we know there's a lot of people still struggling, and we want to advocate that they apply, and they apply now.
Man, that is so incredible. So you mentioned some of those ways that people can access it. I'm going to share those on the screen now, and we'll bring them up again later. But the website is kentrenthelp.org, kentrenthelp.org, and the phone number is 877 ERA, as in Emergency Rental Assistance, ERA Kent, and then there are the numerals that go with that as well,
Yeah.
372 5368. So, wow. So you said, if I heard you correctly, uh, $300 limit on internet,
Yes, yes, $300.
$2,500 maximum on utilities, and
Absolutely.
was there a maximum number for rental assistance?
There is not a maximum number for rental assistance. However, we do have to factor in the fair market rent. However, we are able to assist with 150% above fair market rent. So even if your rent is above what the market says it is, we can go up as high as 150%. But we've seen some households with rental arrears, in the tens of thousands, and we've been able to pay that, and go back as far as the end of March of 2020. So we can go that's as far back as we can go, and the maximum that we can go for arrears is going to be up to 12 months for a lot of people, and then we're also able to pay up to 3 months of future additional rent after that.
That's incredible. I don't think I've ever heard of a resource that is um, this this broad, this far-reaching, and this accessible. So let me just encourage people again, if you are uh, joining us, if you would please share this video so that others can watch it. And if you have questions or comments, you can put those comments, right on whatever platform you're watching on. And if you have a question, we'll try to get that here. We'll try to get that answered here live with Gustavo. Um, so wow. So you said some people have had tens of thousands of dollars in arrears, in rental arrears. Um, and so what's the highest amount that you have seen someone to get help with, Gustavo, on their rent?
We were able to assist a number of households with somewhere around $19,000 in what they owed. And then we were also, on top of that, able to assist with an additional 3 months of future rent. So it was actually above 19,000 that they were able to receive. And so we were able to go that far back and determine with the landlord and with the tenant what was owed, and the amount that was owed, and able to assist with over $19,000 in just one household.
Yeah, I mean that is literally life-changing money, right? So it's helping people to stay in their homes, um, and just which helps us in so many other ways, right? If you can stay stable, you can keep your job, your kids can stay in school, and gives you peace of mind as well. So I'm really hoping that people will hear this and that they will take advantage of this opportunity. Um, Go ahead.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And I just want to again reiterate that we want you to apply. We want you to apply now. Don't wait until you get an eviction notice. Don't wait until you get a shut off notice. If you are behind, then you can start the conversation, and we can start your application, and we can get you the assistance sooner than later.
That's a great point. Yeah. So people do not have to already have received an eviction notice. If you're already behind, then you're going to be able to process their application and potentially help them just by them declaring that they are behind. That is phenomenal. Go ahead.
Absolutely. And just to add to that, if they don't have to be behind in both rent or and utilities, if they're behind in just utilities and they need help with utilities, we will help with what they owe in utilities up to the $2,500 maximum. If there's anything left, we will pay forward up to the $2,500 maximum. And we're working with utility providers, and they're offering credits when we do that. And so you're able to go in. The other thing is, if you're not behind in rent, but you do qualify for utilities and you need that help, well, then we'll ask you about your rent, and we will pay 3 months of future rent, even if you're not behind,
Oh my
because you
goodness.
already qualify with the utility factor. We can then ask you, hey, if you don't need it, you do qualify for it now. It's available. It's out there. Can we pay your 3 months future rent? And you'll be surprised. Some people are like, no, you've helped me with my utilities. I'm good. We're good. Thank you for this. And some people do decline it, but there are some people where, I'm kind of barely making it. It would really help out. I'll say, well, then by all means, please let us know, and we ask the question when you apply. But we want to make sure that people understand that this is here to help. A lot of people have been asking for help. A lot of people have been wondering when is the money going to come and funding going to come. Well, it's here, and we've been here, and we want you to apply.
It's here. It's right now. It's real. Um, Here's a question from someone on Facebook. Frederica asks, "Where can I find the application?" Well, here it is, Frederica. I'm going to bring it up on the screen. Here's the website that you go to. It's kentrenthelp.org. Kentrenthelp.org. And then there's also a phone number that you can call, 877-372-5368, or ERA Kent. So I'm gonna put the website back up there and leave that there for a bit. So please ask your other questions if you're watching, and let's try to get those questions answered. So you talked about the qualifications. There's some income qualifications, right, Gustavo? Can you tell us a little bit, like give us an example? If I'm a household of one, what's the maximum income? Or if I'm a household of four, maybe if you can just maybe give those two examples, or if you don't have those two right in front of you, whatever examples you have, so we can get some sense of what it takes to qualify.
Right. So the good thing about this program is 80% below AMI annual median income will qualify for this program. And that actually is the majority of households in a lot of different places. And so to give you a specific example, if you are an individual and you make below, here in Kent County, you make below $44,950, you qualify on the income requirement. If you are a family of four here in Kent County, you qualify if you make less than $64,150.
Excellent, excellent. That's a great range, and just kind of to get us to think about what those qualifications are. I would tell people, don't automatically disqualify yourself without knowing for sure what those numbers are. So go to the application and get it completed, and see if you can get some assistance there.
Absolutely. And even if you apply and you're not quite sure about the income, let us determine that. Let us find that out for you, and we can figure that out. And if you don't qualify for the CIRA program, then we will try to connect you with another resource if it's available out there. But it doesn't hurt to apply.
Absolutely, absolutely. Vanessa says that's wonderful. What a blessing. Yes, absolutely, Vanessa. Thanks for sharing that. So we talked about the income, and I had a question in mind, and hopefully that question will come back to me. But in the meantime, if I've already asked for assistance once, can I ask for assistance again?
So there is, we do have to, without knowing the specifics of your application, you are able to apply for an additional 3 months of assistance. So if you've gotten the first round of that assistance, and we paid, up to the 12 months of arrears, and paid for some future rent as well, then you still qualify for an additional 3 months of rental assistance. And that application has not been released just yet, but we are encouraging those that have applied to go back to your original case manager if you still have their information, or call the 877 ERA Kent number and ask, and they will connect you to your case manager, or they'll get you the information of if you have additional rental assistance that you can apply for.
Excellent, excellent. I know what my question was before about income, Gustavo. Um, is it all adults within the household? Do you consider the income of all adults when you're calculating that income?
Yes, we do have to do that. So if you have multiple family members living in a household and they're all working, we do have to factor in everyone's income. So that is, and that's some of the challenges that we do have when you have people that are bundled up and living together, and so that is a challenge. But we try to work with the applicants, and to see, uh, how we can assist, and if we can keep the income at that level. And if it's not, unfortunately, there's a few that have gone above the income limit, and we just weren't able to help, and we've had to refer them to other programs that they may be available in the community. We do have to factor in the income of the household.
Okay, thank you. And you mentioned earlier that the application is available in multiple languages. So we know English. I'm going to assume Spanish. Are
Yeah.
there what other languages do you know of?
We do have it in Arabic. It is available in Arabic, and those are the three languages that the application is available in. However, our partners that are out there in the community they're giving out this assistance are Salvation Army, Kent County Community Action Agency, the Hispanic Center. They have team members that have case managers that speak multiple languages. They also have the ability to use translation services. So we don't want that to be a barrier. You know, if you speak a language and we don't have the application in your language, we have people that you can talk to that can either speak your language or use the translation services to help you fill out that application. And if you are not tech savvy, and you're not comfortable using a computer to fill out the application online, walk into one of our locations. You can find the information at kentrenthelp.org, and there is real people that you can talk to, and they can figure out a way to get that application filled out with you.
Excellent, excellent. So I know, and I heard you talk before and say that a lot of barriers have been removed in terms of making this accessible. So, just on a scale of 1 to 10, Gustavo, in your opinion, how easy is the application to complete?
I'm going to say on the onset of this, it was probably a 3 or 4, just trying to figure it out, right? Because it was a new system for everyone. But now going through it in as many applications that we've seen, I'm going to say it's closer to an 8 as far as accessible and easy, user friendly. But the reality is, again, we do have some great people that are working this program that know it really well and can get you through that application as quickly as possible.
Excellent, excellent. Well, again, thank you so much. Is there anything that I have not asked that you would want people to know?
I do want to say that the assistance is, it's not going to keep going. So the sooner that you apply, the better. We want to make sure that the assistance that we do have gets into the hands of the people that and the families that really need it. We have spent and provided over $14 million so far, and we have roughly just about $17 million to go. But we have applications coming in every day, every week, and so the sooner that you apply, the sooner that we can get to your needs and try to get you some of the assistance.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Gustavo. And I hope again that everybody who's watching this, you'll share this video with someone else, or just share the contact information and the resources, so that people can go and find out the information themselves. So it's kentrenthelp.org, or the phone number is 877 ERA Kent, which is 372-5368. Thanks again, Gustavo, and we look forward to. I hope you get thousands more applications, and we can keep people in their homes. And let me just see if there was another question here. No, nope, just another thank you from Vanessa. She said, "Thank you for sharing this information, and may God bless you for being such a blessing to us." All right, I echo that sentiment. And with that, have a great afternoon.
Thank you, Dallas. Thank you for having me, and God bless.